So I go all the way back to Charlotte. I pack up my apartment. I drive all the way to Houston with my entire apartment packed up, by the way, in a U-Haul. Like the next day, the next morning, she's got people there packing it up, movers.
Mm-hmm.
We pack it up. I drive the U-Haul all the way to Houston. It takes a couple days. I unload it we have some guys unload it into a storage unit because I'm going to stay with Becky until I find my own apartment. As we're driving around the neighborhood, super nice. She's living in like that 20th floor or something of some huge high rise. Great apartment. We drive by and I go, oh, stop the car. And I want to get out. It's one of those cone things where there's flyers for a house.
Mm-hmm.
I jump out and I get the flyer. And she's like, what are you doing? I go, well, I just want to, I just look at the flyer. And she says, I don't want to do a scam here. I want to live here. This place is nice. I love it here.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, right, I understand. I said, no, but I have an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And she is, oh, I'm just so disgusting. You can't stand to spend even a couple weeks with me. Mm-hmm. And she goes just ballistic. She's screaming at the top of her lungs. And I know she's going to get me caught.
Mm-hmm.
She's never going to get me out. Right. She's already told me that.
Mm-hmm.
So we go back to the apartment. We go upstairs. I was so scared of this chick, bro. I was so scared. I remember I was going up in the elevator and this girl gets on, this clearly a stripper.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, drop dead, but wearing stripper clothes.
Yep.
And I'm staring and as soon as she got on, Becky gave me that with the face. And I'm like this. I'm like staring in the corner and never look at the girl. And I remember we get off the elevator, bing, it opens. I bolt off it. Becky bolts off it, and I off the elevator. And I remember she squeals, I bet you just love to fuck that tramp. Mm-hmm. And the girl, as the elevator doors are closing, she goes, hey. I always thought that was funny. So I go to the apartment.
Yeah.
we have a screaming match, kind of. Tell her I want to split up the money. She tells me she's not going to give me split the money.
Why?
Because she said, you can go somewhere else and do this again. You'll have $1 million in 6 months. I have to live off this money.
Did she threaten you?
Oh, she threatened it was funny too, because the conversation back and forth, I remember saying, no, I want half it. And she goes, and she said, I'll give you $10,000. I said, you're out of your mind. I said, I'm telling you right now, you come up with something reasonable, I'll take all of it.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, what did she say? I said, I'll take all of it. She says, and what? Escape in that U-Haul the cops are going to be looking for in 5 minutes? And I just remember thinking, oh, wow. And keep in mind, all of my IDs, everything are in the storage unit that she has a key to. Like, I'm not getting those. It's over.
Yeah.
I got an ID right now that says my name is Michael Eckert.
Yeah.
I'm driving a U-Haul van.
Yeah. Sounds like she has a lot of negotiation leverage.
Right. So we start arguing back and forth and she says $100,000.
Yeah.
I'll give you $100,000. I said, I'll take it. She counts it out. Counts out the 100,000. Later when I recount it, it wasn't even 100. It was like 98,000. That's fine. It's fine. So, but she, we've got them all marked, 2,000, 5,000, 6,000. She's like 2,000, 5,000. That's 12. That's it. She ends up stiffing me. That's fine. It's not my money. So I take it. I end up, I take it. I leave. And as I'm leaving, she'd always called me before on the phone and begged and pleaded and cried. I messed up. Please give me a chance. I'm sorry. I'll take my medication. I'm sorry. I thought it was better. I thought it was okay. And I remember walking out. I put my cell phone on the counter and just walked out. Went downstairs, got in the truck and drove